Hello! Today we're going to talk about our core and the layers that we build up around our core. So basically we all come to this earth with a core starting blocks that are made up of our genes that we get from our parents, mom and dad, and our soul, or whatever it is you want to believe in. So in science they would call the core our nature, and every experience we have, all the building up of layers, we'd call nurture. And basically the combination of the two, nature and nurture, makes who we are. So what you're saying, Grant, is that we're pretty much like an onion with a core and a bunch of layers growing around that core. Yes, Mr. Hatman, that is exactly what I am saying. We are just like onions. So literally the skin is the most superficial part of us, obviously, and it's the most superficial part of anything. It's the surface area, it's the part that we present to the world. It's what the world sees if they were literally to see us. But as we know, you can't judge a book by its cover, or you can't judge an onion by its skin. But yet, in most of the Western world, this is the part of us that we spend the most time worrying about. This is where we put all of our energies, this outer layer. We want to make sure we look good. We want to make sure we hide all those deep layers that are inside of us, all those things that make up who we are. This is my good side. I got to hide this side because this is my good side, and I got to show the world my good side. When you eat an onion, like, nobody eats the skin because it tastes like shit. So like, when you want to make a good relationship with somebody, you connect with their deeper layers. Man, that onion looks much better now that I took that skin off. Maybe you have an experience where you tried to express love before and you got rejected by somebody. So now you have this layer of experience. So deep down in your core you might feel love towards somebody, but as you go to express it, it goes through that layer of rejection that had happened to you in the past. So now instead of saying, oh my goodness, I love you, you say, F off and get the hell out of here because I'm scared to death to open myself up to love again. It's a thing. So it's important, that's why I'm making this video, so we can help us get to our core, so we can live a balanced life of our true nature combined with creating new layers of experience. To have those two things functioning in harmony, and that's what is the most important thing. The interesting thing though is that you tend to have to go through the layers to get to the core. So here's your onion, your core's on the inside, all these layers. Some of them you don't want to keep, some of them you do, but if we want to get rid of them, you have to start digging. But trust me man, it's not always easy. You're gonna try to get into this onion. Ugh, and onions don't always taste the best when you're trying to bite into it. And literally, you can start to see the layers that I'm peeling through this onion. And sometimes onions and layers aren't always easy to get through. And it isn't easy work. So you might take one bite of your own layers and be like, no way man, I'm not going in. Well, you really gotta start digging in to your layers. And after some biting and after some work, some layers are a little thicker than others. Some layers get stuck in your teeth and linger around and still continue to taste bad even though you're not biting in them anymore. Sometimes it stinks, like it actually. And sometimes it makes you cry because it's not easy going through your layers. It's hard. And onions burn sometimes and it's stupid. But the magical thing begins to happen if you put in the work and you put in the dedication. You'll get to the layers and find your core. Ooh. And so now that we are at our core, if we are at our core of who we really are, it's able to almost bypass all these layers and we can have a core-to-core communication. It's pretty cool stuff. Well, ain't that a thing?